Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintintrovert here. Welcome back to the final episode of Super Mario Odyssey, wherein which we are going to get the remaining handful of moons and then conquer the very final kingdom, the darker side of the moon. So yeah, what costume do I want to wear? Do we want to go Gold Mario? Is that how we're going to end this series? I don't know. He looks pretty dashing. I think we could go with that. So I did end up looking up on my phone the moons that we are missing, and apparently they're all tied to the same quest. So there's one of these Tostarena guys who takes a taxi cab to various other locations. He's like a tourist, and we have to find him in all the kingdoms that he's in, and just talk to him, and he gives us a moon. That's literally all we have to do. So hopefully it won't take us any longer than like 5 minutes to get these remaining moons, and then we will take on the darker side, and then we'll be all done with the game. But yeah, I don't think he's spawned in this kingdom here yet. I think maybe, from what I could tell, it looks like, I don't know if we have to do it in a certain order, or if it's just that we have to trigger an event to get the first one. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go back to the Sand Kingdom and see if we see the taxi cab driver. Also, we'll put that moon in there. I don't remember what that moon was for, but maybe that's the one we got from Toadette. I forget. Anyway, yes, I would like to set sail, please. So first things first, the Sand Kingdom. The Kingdom of Sand. Yeah. Wow. Alright. So I see the taxi cab. So let's go and talk to the guy there. Whee! Hey. Yeah, like there's no indication. I mean, he's got the three dots. He's got the ellipse over his head that suggests you can talk to him, but more often than not the characters don't have anything worth saying. A taxi, you pulled up finally. Take me to the Metro Kingdom. Sorry about the hold-up. I had some car trouble you would not believe. Can't leave for the Metro Kingdom yet, though. I promise I'll get you there. Just gotta dice the everything. Going to the Metro Kingdom soon. Okay. So, can I just go there now? Let's find out. Yes, please. I'd like to set off to another kingdom. Metro Kingdom. So hopefully the taxi cab will be there now. And I guess we just keep going wherever it tells us to go next. And then we should have all the other moons in the game. I don't know why we couldn't, like, talk to Takatu and he tell us. I mean, I guess it makes sense for the other kingdoms, but I'm pretty sure even in the Sand Kingdom he didn't. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, well, so they're right here. So let's talk to this guy. Hiya. You again? We met on the Sand Kingdom, remember? Either way, need to bump into you. Best part of the travel, people you meet. Here's a gift, friend. Thank you. Gracias, amigo. I can see a waterfall. Big one. Biggest ever. Okay. So now he's going to go to the Cascade Kingdom. At first I was being a little stupid there. I was like, wait, is he talking about the Lake Kingdom? Is he talking about the seaside? But no, he's obviously talking about Fossil Falls, hence why they're called that. So let's go there next. Nice. Oh, I think more lights are lighting up on this thing, if I'm not mistaken. That's neat. I like that. If that's actually what's happening here, that's a cool little attention to detail. Okay, so Cascade. Here we go. I wanna be your Cascade in the shade. Wanna be your Friday night. I don't know, there's some country song that sounds like that. I wanna be your lemonade in the shade. I'm not a country music guy myself, but unfortunately growing up in Appalachia, you hear it a lot. It's me, your friends from, well, the Sand Kingdom, but also the Metro Kingdom. I'm the taxi guy. I mean, he's the taxi guy, but I'm the guy riding the taxi. Here, a gift for you. Thanks. Okay, where are you headed next? Look for a bite. Some neat eats. Yummy grub. Major meals. Know a place like that? I know the perfect place. We'll be there in a flash once I get a chance to pet one of those giant metal pooches they got here. Alright. So, Al. So we know where we're going next. this is just kind of busy work. This is not the most thrilling moons to chase down, but whatever. I guess it would have been better if we had known about this quest sooner, but we didn't. Oh well, too bad, too sad. So now we go to the Luncheon Kingdom. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. It's only like the 4th or 5th time I've made that joke in this playthrough. Don't worry, it's the last episode, so after this I can't make that joke anymore. Alright. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I made the joke here. Oh, 477 coins. Okay, I'll take that. I made the joke here about the unforgettable luncheon, because it's the Luncheon Kingdom, but I think I made the joke about steamed hams when we first got to the steamed gardens too, didn't I? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like we did. No way, you've already met in the Sand Kingdom, Metro Kingdom, and Cascade Kingdom. You're up all over the place, don't you? It's almost like you're stalking me or something. Hey, here, a gift. Doodle-dee-dee-doo-da! What could top this place? I mean, tip-top, sky-high, and maybe above and beyond. Oh, you sure you're up for this? Because I know a place. We'll let out as soon as I grab some stew. Okay, so... the Cloud Kingdom, or is he talking about the Moon Kingdom? I guess we'll check the Cloud Kingdom first. Actually, okay, so we got everything here. Are we missing any on the... okay, so I guess he did go to the moon then, because we got everything else. 54 more coins, nice. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those lights lighting up on this little doodad here. That add another one? 874. We're so close. Yes, please. Assemble the minions. We're going to steal the moon. I don't care what anybody says. The first Despicable Me is a legit, really good movie. The rest of them kind of but that first one, pretty good. Okay, now where's this taxi? There he is. Hey. Well, I like that we're getting our coins back, but I'm getting a little annoyed about how many times we're getting that pop-up message. Thank you, my good friend. Nice. Hard to beat this place, but, you know, how about, let's see, yeah, kingdom with the rarest mushrooms anywhere. You call that a challenge, friend? The way you've got just the place for you. Just gotta give this car a lot of gas first. How do you even, well, never mind. I don't even want to know. Whatever. Just forget it. Video game logic. I don't know how we got the taxi to the moon. We're just not going to worry about it. I guess technically he just put one of these balloon thingies on it, or sails, or whatever it is, like the Bonneton people use, because we've seen some of the taxi cabs flying around like that. So he wants to go to the Mushroom Kingdom. So let's do it. Let's do it. Mushrooms, we're going to the Mushroom Kingdom. We're going to the Mushroom Kingdom. We're gonna skip the cutscene because it's the Mushroom Kingdom. Alright. Well, there's Luigi. We don't really want to speak to him because he's dead to us. There's our pop-up again on the corner of the screen. It got popped. Does that mean nobody else can look for it or what? We have to hide another one. Okay, where's the taxi guy? See over this way? Taxi! Taxi, yes, see. Taxi, yes, see. Taxi, yes, see. Taxi, yes, see. Okay, I'm not seeing him. If I were a taxi, where the heck would I be? In Mario Odyssey. Oh yeah, I guess that was the one we found last episode. For some reason I thought it was a different Toad. Okay. What is this taxi? I feel like with Uber, taxis might become redundant in the future. I don't know. Like I live in a very, very small town. So I don't know. I guess there's still a lot of taxis in places like New York, like big cities like that, but I really wouldn't know. Um, but I don't know if they are still prominent. I feel like Uber's probably going to replace them. Oh, he's literally right. How did I miss this? Okay, well, I feel stupid. I like the way the flowers in his eyes rotate. I never noticed that before. Um, I shouldn't be surprised, but I am at you. Remember when we met in the Sand Kingdom? I love this place. Gentle, peaceful. Makes me want to settle down, or at least give you this. Here we go! Driver, good job. I got one more place to go. Back home. Take me to the Sand Kingdom? Glad to, friend. I'll get you home just as soon as I can. I'm just gonna load up on antifreeze first. Alright. Well, let's go back. I'm trying to do like a Spanish accent, but I feel like I'm just making that that guy sound more like Luigi. Oh, we've got almost all these lights lit up except for I think one. Let's do it. Back to the Sand Kingdom. This feels like in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door when Admiral White or whatever his name is gives you the runaround, and you have to go to all these different places backtracking to get to him. And then there's one of the Trouble Center quests that's like that too. I forget which one. Hey, welcome back. Who knew I'd meet you here? See you all over and meet you here again. Crazy. I love home. Nowhere nicer, nowhere friendlier, but great to bump into Joe everywhere. So here, a gift. Nice. Glad to be a driver. It's been quite a ride. I'll never forget it. Trip of a lifetime. What do you think, Stimpy? Alright, so is that every moon everywhere else? Moon King, got on there. Okay, yeah, I believe that is every moon, save for the darker side. So let's do it. Darker side of the moon. Let's go. If you've enjoyed this playthrough up to this point, please, I hope you will consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Yours truly would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can do it in one go. I don't know. Yeah, we'll skip this cutscene. Darker Side of the Moon. The last challenge. The finale to Super Mario Odyssey. Here we go, off the rails. Did you know it's time to raise our sails? Okay, we've only got one here, which I guess is technically three because it's a multi-moon. Go, Mario, jump, man! Obvious callback to Super Mario, or well, the original Donkey Kong arcade game, when Mario's name was just Jumpman. Apparently he was also called Mr. Video around that time. I don't really know which came first or what, or if they were just used interchangeably. I don't know. But anyway, let's do it. I wonder if there's a way you can cheat to just like get over there from here. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think I'd be good enough to do it. Hey, we're heavy again. Alright, so if you kill this guy, you can get 3 extra hearts. I don't really think I'm going to bother. I think we'll be fine with the 3 hearts we got, to be completely honest. So let's do it. Da da do dee 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 da da. Actually, let's just. Oh shoot! Didn't want to do that. Oh dear. Okay, it's okay. Everything's fine. No, stop it! I'm not trying to rotate, Mario. What? Okay. There we go. Okay, maybe this isn't the best start, admittedly. But it's okay. This challenge isn't nearly as hard, I don't think anyways, as the one in 3D World, or especially the one in Mario Galaxy 2, the Grandmaster Galaxy, I think it's called. That one, in my opinion, is probably the hardest Mario level. The end of Mario 3D Land on the 3DS also had a pretty hard final challenge as well. I feel like that one was also up there, but this one's really not as bad as some of those other ones, all things considered. For one thing, this one actually gives you health along the way. I'm going to leave him right there. He should still stay there, right? Whilst I get this this other heart here. Nice. Da 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 dee 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 doo. Yahoo! Wait for it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Kill. Okay. We've made it to this part. We got full health. Feeling pretty good. We kind of were fumbling the ball a little bit early on, but you know what? We're making up for that right now. Yahoo! Yahoo! Whoopee! Let's speed run this bad boy. Nope, don't you touch me. Stay away. Stranger danger, stay away from my no-no square. I guess we'll get this. I mean, we don't really need it, but we'll get a few coins, so, you know, why not? Why the heck not? Okay, push that down. Then we go inside of here. Okay. So far, so good. Nice. Alright. I feel like we're soaring through this. I had a little bit of trouble at the beginning for some reason. But beyond that, pretty flawless run so far, if I do say so myself. Will we be able to hold on to that streak? I honestly don't know. Ooh, that was a close one. But I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it so far, all things considered. Let's go, Yoshi. Ah, yeah. One of the best tracks in the game. I gotta answer the Sphinx's quiz. The only kingdom that he has not visited. The Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah. Nice. Now we got extra health. Yoshi, you're coming with me, even though I don't think I really need you anymore beyond this point. Now, I will be honest, this challenge is pretty fresh on my mind, because I was actually watching somebody do this, like, just yesterday. Just to be completely honest. Yeah, let's sacrifice Yoshi into the lava, because I think that would be funny. Apparently, you can skip this whole section. Let's see. If I can do this right. Oh. Was I not fast enough? Okay. Here, let's see. Wait. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, look at that. Just skip this whole section here. Make our way to the tippity tip top. I guess they anticipate people being able to do that, because why else would they put this heart up here? Because I don't know if there's any other way you can get... Maybe you can get it from jumping that way, but okay, let's do it the intended way. No cheating. Let's leave our hat behind. But yeah, the Irish streamer that I love watching, DB Geek, go check out his channel. I've mentioned him a few times before. I think even in this playthrough I was talking about how he was playing Mario Odyssey. Because I've been intending to play Odyssey on this channel for a long time now, because, you know, we've played pretty much all the other 3D Mario games for the most part. But I was kind of saving Odyssey for, you know, well, when they announced they were going to be doing a 4K update or whatever resolution this game's in now on the Switch 2. I don't know if I can skip this section and make it all the way. People have. I could probably skip these forks. Yeah, I think I'll be able to skip these forks, no problem. Oh, yeah. No, you don't get to live. Sacrifice all the dinosaurs. Dinosaur. I would have. Maybe I could have just kept flying from there. It would have been okay. I don't know. But anyway, so we got this segment. We don't have a whole lot left, but yeah, ow. Okay, that hurts you even if it's not shooting out waves. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. Ow. Okay, this is where it's all gonna go to. It's all gonna go kaput. Nah, we got this. I ain't too worried about it. I loved how that was kind of like Cuphead's catchphrase in the Cuphead show. Just say, I ain't too worried about it, when it would be like the worst thing ever. Usually something that Cuphead caused himself. Cuphead, you just committed genocide against an entire race of people. I ain't too worried about it. Yeah, that's not an actual example, but still. It might have been a slight exaggeration. Okay, we got this part with the Pokio. It's a me, Pokio! The important thing is to not panic. Donkey Kong. I did not remember this section at all when I was watching DB Geek play this. But yeah, what I was saying, I ended up, I was like, whenever they released the 4K Switch 2 update to Mario Odyssey, I was like, well, this seems like as good a time as any for me to play it, because I was genuinely curious and wanted to see how the game looked, you know, with a higher resolution and, you know, more consistent frame rate and everything. But I guess that was DB Geek's plan as well. What the? How did that even happen? So yeah. He started playing it, and I watched a few of his episodes, because I was also doing other coverage of, like, Switch 2 games and stuff. But yeah, as I was watching him, I was just like, man, I really want to play more Mario Odyssey. Because again, like I've said before, Mario Odyssey, I like how you get full health here. Got all 6 of our hearts. I don't know why. But yeah, Mario Odyssey has never really been one of my favorite Mario games. Like, I thought this game was kind of honestly a little disappointing when it came out. But I don't know. I was watching him play it, and I was just like, man, maybe I was just too hard on it. Because like watching him play it and enjoy it, I was like, I don't know. I was just really itching even more so to get back into playing the game. And then actually playing it on the channel, like, yeah. I think this game's better than I thought it was. I don't know. I just went in. I think you can do like a triple jump as Bowser, which is kind of nuts. I didn't know you could even do that where he's so heavy. But yeah, I didn't think that necessarily my opinion would be changed on this game. But I do genuinely... I like this game quite a bit now. thanks to having done this this playthrough. So, so yeah, I don't know. I guess just playing it all these years later, I don't have the same expectations going into it as like I may have initially when it first came out. Um, Thank you so much for playing in my game. But yeah, I don't know. I just really I enjoyed it a lot more this time around. Just looking at it through like a fresh lens, looking at it in part through DB Geek's eyes, just like as a newcomer, and just because one of my biggest issues with the game was just that I felt that it was too easy. But we've come a long way, you and me. But as I was watching DB Geek struggle with it, I've seen a bunch of different kingdoms. It made me kind of realize how my opinion on the game is kind of unfair. I mean, sure, we got shot down and stuff along the way. Ooh, look at all those coins. How many coins we got here? They despawned. But as I was watching him struggle, it made me think, like, you know, maybe it's not that this game is that much easier than games that I grew up with, like Mario 64. Maybe it's just that I've gotten older and I'm better at 3D platformers and Mario games, you know? Because DB Geek, that's his first 3D Mario that he's played all the way through. And, yeah, points of it were pretty challenging for him. But think of all the hats. So if this had been my first 3D Mario game, my opinion probably would have been a lot more favorable. Listen to that music box sounding rendition of Fossil Falls. This trip really was amazing. You know what? It was, Cappy. Thank you, Mario. It's been an honor walking a mile on your head. But yeah, I think this is the first game we've played on the channel that I had a better impression of it coming away from the playthrough than going into it. Like, genuinely, this is a really solid 3D Mario game. There's some things that I would have preferred to have been done differently, but on the whole, I mean, where'd we go? It's the sequel to Mario is missing, all over again. Luigi, your brother's gone. Okay, we unlocked the invisibility costume. It's an invisibility cloak. Alright, let's change out of this. It's kind of a fun novelty, I guess, but like I don't know. I ain't really feeling it. Just makes the game more difficult for no particular reason. So I guess the last thing we'll do, and then we'll be all done with this playthrough because we've gotten, I believe, all the moons, is we'll go back to the Moon Kingdom and go inside the chapel because I want to see why Odyssey's turned gold. The sail turned gold. Look at that. We did it. A new portrait of Bowser appeared in the wedding hall. Okay. Alright then. That's what I was going to do anyway. So I guess that answers my question I had before. So I guess, is that just a harder version of the Bowser fight? I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's go to the Moon Kingdom, because we're only 30 minutes into this episode. So I'd be tempted to go through the left painting again as well, but I'm assuming that's just going to be just the final fight again, with probably no, you know, bells and whistles. This one I'm assuming is going to be, the one on the right will be like a harder version maybe. I don't know what that's going to entail, but I've never done this fight before, I don't think, anyway, because I never got, I did max out my moon count when I played this game before at 999, but that's because I bought infinite moons at the shop. But yeah, I've never actually done it this way. So I think this might be my first time seeing this. I don't know. I don't even know if I've watched any, like, YouTube videos of this. So we've got, I guess, a harder version of the final boss fight. What makes it different, I don't know. I don't think the background was red before. I think it was purple, right? It's turkey evening for you. Fancy enough to... Okay, so it's the same cutscene, I believe. One of my issues with this game, too, is that I thought that the final boss was pretty underwhelming. So hopefully this one will be a little bit more of a challenge. I don't know. recall those flaming before. And I'm curious if we're still going to have, like, the chase sequence afterwards. Or where we have to, the escape sequence, I should say, where we have to possess Bowser. I don't know. We got our first hit on him, though. They should have done it where, like, you only have one health. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit of a masochist, but I feel like that would have made for a fun final challenge, especially if you don't unlock this until, like, after doing the darker side and, like, getting every other moon in the game, just to make it, you know, that much more difficult. I think that would have been pretty cool. But, oh well. So I guess considering this, that there is a harder version of the final boss fight, I guess you do fight Bowser 3 times in this game then, which is the same number as like in Mario 64, only in that game it was mandatory, you know, to fight him all 3 times. Whereas in this game you only have to fight him twice. Background's turning yellow. I don't know what's up with that. Woo! He almost boinked my biscuits. Satisfying. Just do a flip away at the very last second. I feel like the environment looks a little bit less intimidating now that it's yellow, but whatever. We're gonna do this no damage. Perfect run. That would be nice. Keep your balls away from me, Bowser. You think Bowser's actual balls are spiky like that? I don't know. This is it. Home stretch. Oh my god, how many times is he gonna shield? This is ridiculous. There we go. Nice. We'll skip that. Okay, we'll skip that. I'm assuming this is all the same. Seems like everything's breaking apart more quickly. So maybe this part's going to be more challenging here. I don't know. Let's skip it. We need to hurry and get out of here. Way ahead of you, Cappy. Yeah, I think this section's maybe harder. Like, more of the stuff's breaking away more quickly before we get to it. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. But, ow. Yeah, this feels like it's harder. Maybe. I think we'll still beat it, though. No problemo. Hopefully. If we die and we have to do the whole thing all over again, I might cry. But, yeah, I'm hoping we would, if we do die, we'll only have to do this escape sequence again and not the whole thing, but who knows? Okay, we gotta go kind of quick here because it starts breaking away, and that ain't no fun. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, it's fine. It stopped breaking, so we're all good. Okay, cool. That 2D section is honestly the section I was worried the most about, because if we fail, then that would be like instant death. I'm not really super worried about falling anywhere else, so I think we're home free. Running in zigzags, so that way meteor won't land on me like I'm running from a bear. Here we go. Break free, lead the way. Most kawaii Japanese sounding theme imaginable. Super Mario Sensei. Oh god, now's not the time. Gonna pop up about freeing up storage space on my laptop. I deleted a bunch of stuff though, so I shouldn't be running out of storage, but whatever. We did it. Nice. We did the whole challenge only taking 1 damage. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was a little bit harder. Not that much so. But yeah, my palms feel a little sweaty. I really don't even know why. So this is the same cutscene, right? So we can just skip all this. Get the credits again. Okay, let's skip that. Nice. I don't think we really got anything from doing that. Which is a little unfortunate. They could have given us like a moon or a costume or something. It's kind of a satisfying effect. But yeah, guys, that is Super Mario Odyssey. We finished our playthrough. Nothing left to do other than save up a bunch of coins, I guess, by doing Luigi's Balloon World. That way we could afford, you know, all the different costumes and also max out our moon count at 999. Okay, so despite me just saying that I deleted a bunch of stuff off my hard drive so we wouldn't run out of storage, we ran out of storage. Turns out I didn't delete as much as I thought I had. So, yeah, I'm going to have to cobble these 2 videos together. We were so close. At least it didn't cut out in the middle of us doing that Bowser Challenge or the Darker Side of the Moon or anything. But, yeah, whoops. It's going to be more work for me to edit this together. We're so close to wrapping it up, too. If we could have just held out a couple of minutes. But anyway, let's go inside the Crazy Cap store and buy as many more Power Moons as we can get. And then we will wrap things up. Got some new products in. We got the skeleton suit. The Bowser, we could be cross-dressing woke Mario if we wanted to. I think those were all already there. Yeah, I don't know. I think the skeleton one wasn't there before, though. But yeah, let's buy 10. Thanks, Toad. I appreciate you. Shopping in Honeyloon Ridge. And we can buy 10 more. Well, that ends us off with an even 900, I guess. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see me stream the game. We could do some like Luigi's Balloon World and really try to grind coins to max out our moon counter, as well as to you know, get all the costumes and stuff, the skeleton and the zombie and the 8-bit one and all that fun stuff. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing me go through that whole ordeal. But otherwise, yeah, guys, I guess this is going to be a wrap. And yeah, it looks like we do have all the lights on this little thing around the globe, so that's kind of a cool little effect. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching through this very long playthrough that we almost got through without a hitch until just 2 minutes shy of ending the whole episode off. We had to run into an issue where it stopped recording. But otherwise, no technical issues as far as I know of. 29 episodes, guys, but we did it. We're through with Super Mario Odyssey, and as I said before, really enjoyed this game a lot more than when I played it when it first came out. I actually have a much fonder opinion of this game. That's not to say that it's perfect, but again, you know, there's a number of reasons for why my opinion on this game went up. Again, watching DB Geek play this game for the first time and just imagining it from his perspective, not going in with, you know, all this knowledge of having played all the other 3D Mario games, and therefore not thinking that the game was so easy, you know, because of all that prior experience. You know, because when I really am objective and I think about it, you know, part of my problem with this game has always been how it just kind of hands you so many moons that you didn't really have to, like, work toward. But there's a lot that you do. And also, if I'm being honest, if I think back to a game like Mario 64, that game would hand you a lot of moon or a lot of stars, a lot of power stars for not really doing a whole lot as well. Like I can think of several different instances where it's just like get to this spot and then hit the block and then a star pops out. So yeah, but then also I've got a lot of issues with Donkey Kong Bonanza, which just more recently came out. I beat it, but comparing this game to Bonanza, I feel like this game does a lot of things right that Bonanza doesn't. Maybe in years time from now, like 5 years from now or something, I'll replay Bonanza again. Maybe on this channel we'll do a playthrough, and I'll realize that it's actually more enjoyable than I gave it credit for, and that I was unfair to it initially. But yeah, playing Bonanza, there was just several points where I just thought to myself, well, Mario Odyssey did this thing so much better. Um, so yeah, I went into Donkey Kong Bonanza hoping that it fixed a lot of the issues that I had with Odyssey, but if anything, it made me realize that it made me wish the game was closer to Odyssey. It made me realize that maybe Odyssey's issues weren't as bad as I'd initially thought, I guess. I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing this series, experiencing the game again through kind of a new lens. By doing it on the channel and having to commentate and everything while I do it. So maybe it'd be worth it on this channel. Like, even though I wasn't the biggest Odyssey fan going into it. I love Mario. I love 3D Mario especially. So I had to play it at some point because I wanted us to go through all of the 3D Mario games on this channel, or as many as are readily available. After this, we still have to do Mario Galaxy 2, and then Mario 3D Land, which I'm very happy to say that Mario Galaxy 2 will be doing sooner rather than later, because in the recent Nintendo Direct, they just announced that that will be coming to the Switch, and I couldn't be more excited about that. 3D Land, that one is still kind of an anomaly. That one is the only 3D Mario game, with the exception of like Mario 64 DS, but like whatever, I don't even really count that one. I mean, it's a remake of Mario 64 that in a lot of ways is worse than Mario 64, so I don't really necessarily care that much about playing that one on the channel. But 3D Land, I do really like that game, but it's kind of stuck on 3DS. I don't have any way that I can capture 3DS footage, so, unless I buy a 3DS capture card or something, which I don't even know if anybody still, hacks their 3DS to make those, or if I just emulate the game, but I don't really have a lot of knowledge about emulation, and am worried about getting a Trojan horse or something on my computer. Um, so I don't know if I'll ever do it or not, but hopefully one day Nintendo will put Mario 3D Land on the Switch. I think that would be great. But in the meanwhile, yeah, we'll be playing Mario Galaxy 2 very soon. And before that, Pac-Man World 2 Repack comes out, a remake of another of my favorite 3D platformers of all time. So we'll be doing playthroughs of both those games on the channel. And I would imagine that probably next month in October, they will be probably adding Luigi's Mansion to the GameCube NSO. And that, I think, would be a very fun game to play on the channel for Halloween. So, yeah, it'll be an exciting month ahead for the channel. But this has been a very long outro at this point. But thank you all so very much for watching me play Super Mario Odyssey, which, again, my feelings on this game, I always would have given it like an 8, maybe 8.5 out of 10, which, sounds pretty good. But to me, that's very underwhelming by 3D Mario standards, because Mario 64 and the Mario Galaxy games I would consider 10 out of 10 masterpieces. I adore those games. I didn't really love Mario 3D World that much. That's a game I would give an 8 out of 10, and even after replaying the game on the channel, that's kind of how I still feel about 3D World. I think it can be fun if you've got other people to play with, but as a single player experience, I do think that game can be a little bit boring, if I'm being completely honest. Um, Whereas I don't really feel the same way about 3D Land. 3D Land, I would probably give maybe a 9 out of 10. Because even though it's maybe shorter and doesn't have quite as unique levels as 3D World, I think the platforming and the level design is just a lot tighter, where it wasn't made to accommodate for 4 players running around on the screen at the same time. That game's made to be a single player game first and foremost, and so I think the level design is a lot better for it. And then you got Mario Sunshine. That's another game I would give a 9 out of 10. Probably the highest highs and lowest lows of any Mario game, in my opinion. I love Mario's speed. You can just like whip around so quickly in that game. And there's just some really memorable, very creative ideas in Mario Sunshine. But obviously a lot of jank. Let's just, while I'm talking here, we'll end it off in the Cap Kingdom where it all began, because I'm apparently not shutting up anytime soon. I want to end this off soon, but I don't know. I had a lot I wanted to say. But yeah, so Super Mario Sunshine, just so many very memorable ideas in that game, and locales and scenarios. Like I love the hotel level and how you've got that in the very first mission where you've got that giant, like, um, what do you call it? Like manta ray made out of light, like the phantom mana that just comes out of the ocean, and you squirt water on it and it splits into smaller manta rays. I just think that's such a unique concept. Or like the boss in Noki Bay, where it's this big eel that's got cavities and you have to like clean its teeth while it's trying to eat you. Like, that game's got some really, really cool ideas, but it's just, and then I love like the more linear challenge levels, like the secret levels or whatever, where you find like a secret opening. So despite that game's jank, I do really adore Mario Sunshine for just being weird and creative, and just fun. Even if it's at times kind of frustrating with like the pachinko level and things like that. But yeah, and then I guess that just leaves Bowser's Fury. I've not talked about that one. That's a 9 out of 10 Mario game for me as well. Maybe 9.5 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 like I would Mario 64 or the Galaxy games, mainly just because where it's so short, which wasn't really made to be a full game. It's just kind of like a side mode, like add-on content for 3D World. But I think it's so much better than 3D World. I think it is. That might be another reason why my opinion of Mario Odyssey has improved, because the game to me didn't feel as much like a sequel to Mario 64 and I guess also Sunshine as I would have liked. But Bowser's Fury really scratched that itch. So I think playing this game in a post-Bowser's Fury world as well makes me more easily able to appreciate this game for what it is, and not so much what it isn't. Yeah, I loved the open exploration in Bowser's Fury. I loved I thought the game offered a decent amount of challenge. I love just the concept of Bowser turning giant and altering the level, and you've got to avoid this Godzilla Bowser. So yeah, that game I think is great. That's another 9 out of 10 Mario game for me. But yeah, after replaying this one, I'm kind of inclined to put this one. I don't know. I think this game is a 9 out of 10 as well. Maybe I will bump Bowser's Fury up to a 9.5 out of 10. Just where it is so short, I still don't think I can give it a 10. Would be a fair assessment, but I don't know. I do still think I like Bowser's Fury better than this game. But yeah, I think I would give this game a 9 out of 10. It definitely has a lot to offer, and very much stacks up with those other Mario games. So I'm sorry that I didn't give this game the initial credit that it deserves, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap for this episode. So thank you all so very much for watching. Not just for this episode, but a wrap for this whole series. So if you enjoyed it, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And again, let me know in the comments below if you want to see me stream doing some Luigi's Balloon World, because we might do that. But otherwise, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.